Brainy Dose presents 10 surprising things that make you smell bad. Body odor isn't just prevalent in locker rooms. We can all experience it from time to time. Now we're gonna assume that you shower, at least somewhat regularly. But if you still find yourself wondering if you smell bad, especially if you notice a funky smell lingering around, more often than not, chances are you do have some kind of body odor issue. As it turns out, there are occasional smells that no amount of scrubbing and no fancy deodorant can prevent. However, once you know the root cause of your stink, finding the solution is relatively easy. Number 1. Stress. Believe it or not, there are two different types of sweat. When you sweat from being too hot, say for example after a workout, this type of sweat is composed mostly of water and electrolytes, and is produced by the eccrine glands. These glands are spread throughout your body and open up into your skin. When you sweat through these glands, the liquid evaporates to cool you off. Now, the other type of sweat, also known as stress sweat, is the stinky one. This type of sweat is produced by the apocrine glands. These glands are found in areas such as your armpits, and they produce a less watery sweat containing fats and proteins that bacteria love to feed on. And the byproducts of this feeding frenzy is that nasty odor we're all familiar with. If your stench is stressing you out, you're only making it worse. So take a nice deep breath and try to relax. Number 2. Allergies and sinus infections. Allergies and sinus infections are annoying enough as is, but they are usually accompanied by a pounding headache and a runny nose. And this combination can also produce bad breath, also known as halitosis. When your nose and sinuses are inflamed or swollen, bacteria start to grow and a smell starts to develop. You might notice this bad breath when you're eating or brushing your teeth. So the next time you have symptoms of allergies or a sinus infection, make sure to drink plenty of water to kick both the smell and the infection. Number 3. Spicy foods. We all know that onions, garlic, and cruciferous veggies make our breath stink. But certain spices like curry for instance can actually make your skin smell too. As you digest these spices, your body releases a sulfuric gas that can last for hours. The components found in a lot of aromatic spices are very fat soluble, so they get stored in your body fat and get into your sweat and saliva, influencing the way you smell over time. The next time you decide to grab a quick snack before that big day, skip the spicy stuff and not just for the sake of your breath. Number 4. Low-carb diets. Low-carb diets are popular for promoting quick weight loss. But did you know that losing weight this way can also cause your body to smell? When you make a drastic reduction in the amount of carbs you're eating, your body goes into a semi-starvation state of ketosis, using fat as the primary source of fuel instead of carbs. The smelly ketones are the byproducts of this process and are released by your body through your breath, urine, and sweat. And this repulsive acetone-like smell usually lasts as long as you're on this diet. However, if you're totally dedicated to your low-carb diet and you want your breath to be less offensive, make sure to always carry some sugar-free gum with you. Number 5. Fish oil supplements. It's said that a regular intake of fish oil supplements will give you glowing skin, lustrous hair, and some serious brain power. But they also give you a fishy odor. Choline, a vitamin-like essential nutrient found in fish and fish oil supplements, is responsible for giving you that fishy smell, as it can stay in your tissues for days and is released when you sweat. But if you insist on taking these supplements, try to keep up your water intake throughout the day to help at least somewhat combat that smell. Number 6. Not flossing. When we eat, food particles become trapped between our teeth. And if we don't clean out these particles, they will start to smell. And although we know that flossing is important for our teeth and the health of our gums, many of us dread doing this tedious task every night before going to bed. Hopefully, you'll have an easier time flossing now that you know that skipping it can lead to some seriously stinky breath. Number 7. Red meat. Red meat can be hard for your body to digest, and it can lead to some pretty bad body odor. Yes, the meat sweats. It is a real thing, and it's far from pleasant. As your body breaks down that massive burger you just had for lunch, the amino acids leave a residue in your intestines. Once the enzymes break down that residue, it mixes with bacteria, and that causes a rather unpleasant odor. Since it takes time for bacteria to do its thing after you've eaten, the smell will be at its worst after about 2 hours, so keep that in mind. Number 8. Poop problems. We don't like to talk about this one, but we've all experienced it. You've probably heard about the importance of fiber in your diet, but too much fiber can cause stinky gas, while too little fiber can make you constipated. Either way, your overall body odor gets affected. In cases of severe constipation, toxins released by the digestive system can seep through your pores, giving you what's known as fecal body odor. So make sure you eat a well-balanced diet, drink lots of fluids, and exercise regularly to keep your digestive system in check. Number 9. Not wearing socks. If you're not a big fan of wearing socks, and you try to avoid wearing them as much as possible, you're gonna want to pay close attention to this one. When you wear shoes without socks, your feet heat up and start to sweat. And since your feet are tucked away in a dark, warm, moist environment, bacteria feeds on your skin, making your feet stink. You may want to consider socks the next time you're putting on your shoes. Number 10. Alcohol. While you can't exactly sweat off a hangover, you do sweat out some booze when you drink. Your body treats alcohol as a toxin and tries to break it down and excrete it as quickly as possible. Most alcohol is metabolized in your liver and is excreted in your urine. However, if you drink more than your liver can process, or if your liver is damaged, some alcohol is excreted through your breath and your sweat. But don't worry, you don't have to give up your weekly happy hour. Just try to drink at a slower pace, and don't forget to finish the night with plenty of water before you hit the hay. Personally, I just drink a bottle of Gatorade after having a few drinks, and I wake up without a hangover feeling just fine. So, how can you improve body odor? Well, before becoming a hermit, try the following things to keep embarrassing smells at bay. First, bathe or shower every day. Keep up a good oral hygiene routine, and swap your deodorant for a good antiperspirant. Next, always dress appropriately for the activities you're about to do. If you're working out, wear designated workout clothes designed to wick away sweat from your skin. For everyday wear, choose fabrics like cotton that allow your skin to breathe. Finally, if you notice any foods or spices that are making you smell worse, avoid them as much as you can, at least before a big date or important meeting. Have you ever had an embarrassing body odor issue? Or do you know any other body odor remedies? If so, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and share, and subscribe for more. Smell you later!